Hello, friends. There's only 1 month left before this year ends, and I want to speak directly to those of you who dream of a better life, yet feel stuck behind your own excuses. Many people are brave enough to imagine a different future, but they never take the actions required to reach it. They talk about big ambitions, but somewhere deep inside, something keeps pulling them back into the same old patterns. If you've ever felt this invisible force, then listen very carefully. Today, I'm going to reveal the true enemy that stops you from fulfilling your greatest potential. This enemy isn't outside you. It's not society, your family, or your circumstances. Your greatest enemy lives inside your own mind. It hides behind comfort, distraction, laziness, doubt, and fear. Ancient samurai understood this enemy thousands of years ago. They called it the shadow spirit, the quiet inner resistance that appears whenever you try to grow. Sun Tzu once said, "If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles." Today, I'll tell you a story that will help you understand this enemy completely. It's the story of a young samurai apprentice named Kenji. And hidden within it are 7 powerful lessons that can transform your life. Many years ago, at the foot of Mount Kurama, there lived a young warrior named Kenji. He was strong, intelligent, and believed he was destined for greatness. He dreamed of becoming a legendary samurai. However, although his dreams were large, his actions were small. Every morning, when the monk struck the training bell, Kenji remained on his mat. A soft voice in his mind whispered that he was tired, that he should rest, and that he would start with full force tomorrow. While others practiced their sword forms, Kenji sat beneath the cedar trees, imagining the glory he would achieve someday. What Kenji didn't understand was that this soft voice was the ancient shadow spirit of resistance. It never shouts. It just wraps you in comfort and tells you that tomorrow will be easier. One morning, the dojo was visited by an elderly master named Hiroshi. When he inspected the training grounds, he discovered Kenji's area was covered in dark, twisted vines filled with sharp thorns. When the master asked Kenji why, Kenji smiled and said he was waiting for the perfect moment to begin. He promised he would start tomorrow, or maybe the day after. Master Hiroshi had heard these excuses many times before. Instead of arguing, he reached into his robe and removed 2 small seeds. One glowed softly like gold. The other was black. He placed both in Kenji's hand. The golden seed was his destiny. If he cared for it every day, it would grow into a magnificent tree, symbolizing strength, discipline, and mastery. The dark seed was resistance. It would grow without any effort, choking everything around it. Hiroshi told him every human carries both seeds. One is potential, the other is excuses. Kenji swore he would care for them, but the next day, the shadow spirit whispered again. It told him nothing would change if he rested for just one day. Kenji believed it, and didn't water the golden seed. By evening, a small vine had emerged from the dark seed. The next day, the voice told him removing a tiny vine would be easy, and he could do it tomorrow. Kenji believed it again. 1 vine became 3. 3 became 10. Within a month, the entire training area was filled with weeds. The villagers laughed and called him a warrior of big dreams and small actions. When Kenji finally saw what had happened, his heart grew heavy. The golden seed was a weak, fractious sprout. The dark vines had taken over everything. This was his awakening. He finally saw how easily a person can lose to the enemy in their own mind. He vowed he would never again say, "I will start tomorrow." He bent down and began tearing the vines from the ground with his bare hands. The thorns cut his palms, but he kept working. For the first time, he felt honest effort instead of imagined effort. The next morning, the shadow spirit returned, telling him to rest his injured hands. Yet Kenji walked to his field without responding. The more he worked, the weaker the voice became. After 1 year, the villagers who once laughed now bowed when he passed by. Kenji had become a true samurai, not because of talent, but because he defeated the enemy within. This story reveals 7 powerful lessons. 1. Resistance is real and lives inside everyone. 2. Resistance grows automatically, without any effort. 3. You must start before you are ready. Waiting is the greatest trap. 4. Resistance lies with logical excuses that keep you stuck. 5. You are not the enemy. Resistance is a separate force to be defeated. 6. You must work every single day to keep resistance weak. And 7. Resistance never disappears completely. Even for masters, it must be cut daily. Now you understand why the 30-day samurai transformation is so powerful. For 30 days, you will water your golden seed through consistent discipline and cut the dark vines of resistance through intentional daily action. You will follow the wisdom of Zen monks and the discipline of ancient warriors. These next 30 days can pass like any other month, or they can become the beginning of your transformation into a stronger, sharper, more focused version of yourself. The choice is yours. Thank you for watching.